you guys are doing well today. Robbie came home and decided to take Olivia with him to work for a little bit. So I decided to just jump on here and give you guys my 20-week pregnancy update, which means I am halfway there. I'm actually almost 21 weeks. And as you can tell in the photo, I'm getting a little bit bigger, and I've started to wear maternity clothes. And I went online and I was trying to find the best place to find some maternity clothes. So I've searched on Poshmark, Mercari, and I decided one day just to stop by a Ross store, and I found so many unique maternity items, and they were so cheap and affordable. And so if you're looking for something, I definitely recommend you going to Ross and picking up a few items there, because these are items that you're going to have to wear for a very long time. It's just during pregnancy, and if you don't want to spend a lot of money like me, then that's definitely the place to go. So as for symptoms for 20 weeks of pregnancy, most of my symptoms have gone down compared to the first trimester. First trimester, I would get sick if I didn't eat, and it's actually the opposite now. My appetite has decreased so much, you guys, that I feel like I have to force myself to eat just to give the baby nutrients. And so I've been sticking to smoothies and just little meals throughout the day just to keep my body going. Another weird symptom I've been getting for 20 weeks pregnant, I eat something, I'll almost instantly get a headache, or I feel dizzy and lightheaded, and I feel like I have to throw up actually. And I've noticed this is more common in the morning time after I've been fasting all night, and then I go into the fridge and I try to scramble and look for something to eat. And it's crazy because I don't eat a lot of food, but it's still affecting my body drastically. So that's something I'm going to bring up to the doctors next time, because it's not fun. A few times, I've mentioned this before, but I've been out and I've had to actually sit down because I felt very faint. And it gets scary, so they are going to be monitoring that. But now I think because it's so consistent, and at first I thought it was like a blood sugar thing, but my blood sugar, it's fine, nothing's wrong with that. I've yet to do the glucose testing though. That should be coming up in the next 4 weeks. But the next thing that they would check would be my heart. And so we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at my heart, hopefully my next appointment, which is coming up in just a couple weeks as well. But that's the biggest change for me that I've noticed. I'm starting to sleep a little bit more comfortable, and that could be because I switched sides of the bed, and I also have added another pillow to the bed. And so I usually sleep on my left side because that's more comfortable, and I sleep with a pillow between my legs and a pillow behind my head, sometimes not even behind my head, because I've never been a fan of pillows anyways. I know, it's kind of weird. That I think has been helping a lot, because before I've been getting just back pains, and then I started getting aches on my side here because I was laying on that side so much. So that's a huge plus for me. I'm hoping that this relief lasts a little bit. I know in the third trimester it can get a little bit worse, but thank you for whoever recommended adding more pillows to the bed, because that definitely has helped. Something else, my energy levels are still up. Occasionally I want to take a nap, but not as often as I did the first trimester. And that could be due to, you know, second trimester they say is the best trimester, you get all your energy back. But I've also been more cautious about what I'm eating, and I've also been more cautious about getting some cardio in, because I do want to strengthen my heart and strengthen my body and everything. So I've been walking a mile every day with Olivia, and that has really helped my energy levels to increase. So I'm actually able to come home and watch a toddler run around and clean up and cook dinner and stuff like that. So that's been really nice. Skin wise, I've it's been very on and off since day one. I get like spurts of acne, and then all of a sudden it disappears, and it's very strange. Spurts of acne, and then my skin gets super dry. But other than my face getting acne on it, occasionally, I mean, everything else has been fine. My hands haven't been too dry. My skin's been pretty moisturized. I'm still using the coconut oil and the bio oil, and I have not had any stretch marks thus far. So we'll continue that, and to see if that continues to do anything for me throughout the entire pregnancy. I forgot to show you guys this last time. This is something that I've been taking for my prenatal vitamins. It's called Smarty Pants Prenatal Complete, and basically it's just, you know, an organic way to get your supplements in. And I chose these only because I can't take regular vitamins. I get really sick, and so even before I was pregnant, I had to take like the children's gummies. And so I wanted to look for something that had a lot in it too, because these come with 180. I got these off Amazon. I'll put the link below in case you guys are interested. But they've lasted me a while, because previously I went to Target or Walmart and I got some prenatal vitamins, and they just didn't last very long, and I didn't want to have to keep going back to the store. But this is really nice because you can do a one-time purchase, or you can just, you know, do the subscription and get it sent to you like every month, which I don't need. Sometimes I don't even, to be honest, I don't even take the full recommended amount. I'll take like 1 or 2. I don't know what the serving size is on here. I think it's like even 3 or 4, which is kind of a lot. You don't want, but they taste really good. And that's my personal opinion. I think they taste really good, so that helps. Yeah, so these are really good. If you guys have any other recommendations of prenatal vitamins, I'm totally up for trying something new. My hair's been a mess from day one. I've actually never been really good about doing my hair anyways. I don't even know if it's brushed today. I can't tell if it's been drier or not during this pregnancy. With Olivia, my hair was super dry. This one, I've actually been trying to do coconut treatments on it like once every 2 weeks, and I could tell a difference when I do that. And so I can't really tell. Fullness wise, I feel like it's fuller, but dryness wise, I can't really tell a difference. Oh, something else I wanted to tell you guys. So previously I had this rash pop up on both my arms, and it could be pregnancy related, and it could be due to my high-risk pregnancy. So I had this rash pop up almost like hives, and it went from here all the way up here, here all the way up here when I woke up in the morning, and it stayed that way, and it itched and burned so badly. I called the doctor. They recommended, this is kind of funny, but one nurse recommended just keeping an eye on it, and then if it got any worse, to go to the emergency room. And you want to think, you know, you'd have to go to the emergency room for a rash. But in my case, with being pregnant and having lupus, the #1 risk is kidney failure, kidney damage, and that's actually a sign of your kidneys being affected. And so she got in touch with another doctor, and that doctor wants to put me on steroid medication, and that is just something I don't feel is necessary at the moment. And usually when you're prescribed some type of steroid, it means like something, you know, heavy duty is going on in your body and it needs to be stopped. But in my case, I just want further testing. I have to have further testing in order to just, you know, get a prescription filled and me start taking steroid medication when I'm pregnant. And I mean, I don't like taking prescription medication anyways. I try to limit it as much as possible unless it's absolutely needed. So I said no to the steroid, and so what they're doing is they're doing another kidney test. And I made a video about this before, and this is where I had to pee in the jug for 24 hours and drop it off. And they did blood work. Blood work came back, and my kidneys look fine, but now they want to check the protein levels in the jug. So we're going to do that next. And also for my 20-week update, If you guys have been following me and you guys have been watching my videos, you know that our little baby is a girl. So this will be our second girl, but I wanted to tell you guys our gender kind of reveal story. So we went into the doctor. We were at the high-risk doctor, and the lady asked us twice, do you want to know the gender of your baby? And we said, we do, but can you please write it down and put it in an envelope? And because we want to, you know, send it somewhere to make a cake so we can find out later on. And she said yes. And so she's doing the ultrasound, and then she has Robbie and I cover our eyes when she's down at the little baby parts trying to figure out if it's a boy or a girl. And she seems to immediately almost like find out, but during that entire ultrasound, she put me upside down. She was jiggling my stomach, and she said she just wasn't able to like really get a good look, and she wasn't confident, but she made her guess. And ever since then, Robbie and I were thinking, is this really a girl the entire time? Like, him and I both thought that this was a boy baby. So the baby's legs were not completely open in any of the photos that we got of the little one. And so I just want to make sure before I go out and I start buying some girl things and start investing in things that we may not need, that it really is a girl. And so I know it's a very small chance that the gender is wrong, but I just had a friend who had a baby and was told her baby was a girl throughout the entire pregnancy up until 2 weeks before she gave birth, and she gave birth to a baby boy. And so that is just something that I want to make sure. So again, that's the update I have for you guys. I'm actually going to try to do these updates, these pregnancy updates for you once every week, so you guys can actually follow along with me week by week, because I know a lot of you out there are pregnant and you guys are very close to me. So it'd be kind of fun to listen to see if my symptoms and what's going on with me kind of match what's going on with you. And you guys feel free to comment down below and reach out to me if you guys have any questions or just comments in general. I'd love to hear them. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who are following my story. There are tons more videos to come, so be prepared. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and turn on your notifications. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great evening.